Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Wow, I messed my intro up. Here we go. Welcome to Smackdown here today, everybody. My name's Conman167. It's great to have you guys for the show today. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a good one. Not going to be amazing. I don't have major hopes for today's show, but I think it's going to be a solid show overall. We're going to break down the card. We're going to talk about everything, and we're going to talk a lot about, well, good old wrestling, because I've missed you guys. It's been a few days since we last talked. Last talked on Wednesday, and I wasn't really in the greatest mental state on Wednesday either. This week has been a little bit of a tough one for everybody watching, so today I'm really going to do my best to take your guys' mind off of everything. The last two streams have been a little bit divisive, so we're going to have a fun live stream here today. I'm really looking forward to it, and I hope you guys are as well. The last time that we talked, I was 24 years old. Here today, I am 25 years old. So Lalal Gaming, thanks for subscribing. So yeah, it's one day past my birthday yesterday. I had a great time. Becca and I, we didn't really get to do much because obviously, you know, the world has kind of been put on pause right now. But it was a good enough birthday. I had a good time. So thank you, everybody, for all the birthday wishes yesterday, whether it was through Twitter, whether it was through the Discord server, or wherever people reached out to me. So thank you, everybody, for the happy birthday wishes. I appreciate it. But today, everybody, let's jump into this thing. It is now time for the Conman Certified Roll Call. So who do we got in here today? Hey, Raul, how you doing, buddy? Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. We got Isaac Rowe up in here. How you doing? We got Matthew Bonneau. We got Master Obi-Wan Kenobi up in here. We got White Wolf. How you doing, buddy? We got Jason Barker, Joseph Piali, Mr. Tornacane, Ahmed Al-Sayed. How you doing there, Steve Taylor? Welcome to the stream, buddy. And a tag, I see. We got Lil Hardy up in here. We got Jovan Feliciano. Welcome, my friend. We got Dominic Chase McKenzie. Welcome, Rebecca Helfritz. How you doing there, girl? We got Byron Knight up in here. We got Derek Goodman. Jordan Coggle. How you doing, man? We got Aled Thomas. I might have said your name. I might not have. Once again, welcome to the stream. We've got ourselves Matthew Musamasi. I probably mispronounced that name. How you doing, my friend? Welcome to the stream. Jordy Griffin, thanks for the $2 dono. How you doing, buddy? Thanks for the happy birthday wish. I do appreciate it. Triple H, welcome to the stream, my friend. We got Shane the Gamer, Jackson Plays, Moondrop, how you doing? Shifty Sway, Brandon Johnson, and Steven Randall. Welcome, everybody. It's great to have you. Thanks for spending your Friday evening with me. Tonight, we are going to see Braun Strowman go face-to-face, essentially, with Miz and Morrison, as Miz and Morrison have a warning for Braun Strowman. Wonder what that's all about. We're also going to see Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles. Not actually the match, but we're going to see them go face-to-face here tonight as well, which is going to be good. We got the Women's Tag Team Championships on the line between Cross and Bliss versus the Huggable Ones, kind of. The Boston Hug Connection, the Boston Thug Connection, whatever you want to say. That's going to go down here tonight as well, which should be pretty good. And then Jeff Hardy is going to explain what happened last Friday. Now, we were not covering the show last Friday, so we're going to turn this audio up for you guys so you can get a little bit of a recap.
Has involved SmackDown superstar Elias.
All right, hold still for me, sir. You doing good?
The guy just jumped out of him and took off running. I went over there to see what's going on, and Elias is laying on the ground.
Local police here on the scene investigating.
Jeff Hardy, this is real. Please, if you guys can help us find him. What's your name? It's Jeff. Oh, my head, man.
Have fun, Ludog. Have a good time, buddy.
Ask you some questions, maybe do some blood work.
Then we're going to talk about the whole Jeff Hardy situation because it was a interesting one last week.
Jeff Hardy is
Dustin Branch, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream.
For further questioning about everything that's unfolding here tonight, as well as Elias being taken to a local medical facility for further examination.
So,
You talked about Jeff Hardy for weeks, and look where it got you. Jeff Hardy was arrested. Sheamus has a second life in the Intercontinental Championship tournament.
all right. So, just recapping quickly what happened last week, folks. Jeff Hardy, they kind of positioned him to be seemingly the driver of a vehicle that was involved in an accident, and they made it seem like he was drinking, like they smelled alcohol on him. I don't know what the whole story direction is with it, but Jeff Hardy then showed up in the match. Sheamus was in his sights. I wonder if now they're really trying to build towards this Sheamus versus Jeff Hardy match. It seems like that is the case. They really want to try to add fuel to the fire, right? But I have to ask the question, folks. I really have to ask the question. Is it right to be creating a storyline based on Jeff Hardy's personal decisions in the past? His demons, if you will. Is it right or wrong? What do you guys think? Let me know in the live chat right now. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say if Jeff Hardy signed off on it, if he was comfortable doing it, I am going to say I'm fine with it. But it's not in the greatest taste. You know what I mean? It's definitely a bit of a gray area for sure. Jeff would have had to agree to it. If he was at all uncomfortable with this storyline, I would certainly hope WWE would be like, hey, Jeff, you don't have to do this storyline if you're not interested in it, right? So yeah, that's my kind of personal thoughts on it. Let's get this $25 dono first up here from Raul Kapar. Thank you, my friend. Time to pop it. Bub, 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 bubbly. Bub, 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 bubbly.
Let's pop it.
Let's pop it, baby. And this is Jeff Hardy.
And Fox for giving me this time to get this off my chest. Last week,
absolutely, Jason Barker. Positive vibes here today, my friend. We spoke our piece on the last two streams. Today is going to be all fun, all positive, all talking about wrestling.
Into chaos. And a good man, Elias, luckily walked away with serious injuries that could have been a lot worse.
Oh, yeah. Minor story. Elias got run over in the process.
Let me paint you a different portrait from my point of view.
Okay. Think you're right, Aled.
So, I pulled up to the Performance Center parking lot. Excited about the day, excited about the show. I grabbed all my stuff. I got out of the car and BAM! It felt like somebody hit me with an anvil.
What?
Everything went dark. The next thing I knew, police were surrounding me. They were asking me questions that I couldn't answer. My clothes reeked of alcohol.
Okay, all right.
My brain was barely conscious. The handcuffs were ripping the skin away from my wrist.
You can tell he's speaking from
I started to drift back to
from
that
a real
dark
place
time
at the
that
moment.
I vowed I would never return to. So I started questioning everything, man. Everything I worked for the last 8 months. Sobriety, my career, my family.
Leslie Lang, thanks for subscribing, my friend.
How could I look my wife and my 2 daughters in the eye and explain something like this? I mean, how many more times could I beg for forgiveness?
Wow. Oh no. Oh. Real emotions being on display here tonight, folks, from Jeff Hardy.
It's all good, yo. It's all good because I'm here for a reason. I am in the WWE for a reason.
He's not retiring. Nope, he's not retiring.
And man, I'll tell you what, it's good to know that I'm not on this path alone because...
Hey, Justin, how you doing, buddy?
My head was spinning. I knew deep down in my heart that I did not slip last Friday. So I'm in that police station, right? And they're throwing every sobriety test at me. I'm passing right and left.
Okay.
Eyewitnesses showed up that they interviewed. They said they saw the person get out of my car, flee the scene. They said the person had red hair and red beard. A red beard, right? Oh.
Hang on. Red hair
furious,
and a red
man.
beard. Who else inside of
So soon after
WWE
that,
has red hair and a
I was
red
free to
beard?
go, and I couldn't get back here soon
Besides
enough.
Sheamus.
Because we all know who fits that description, right?
Who else, guys? Who else besides Sheamus has that description?
Sheamus, the anger and rage that developed in me
Rowan? Yeah, kind of.
inside that night can only be expressed through action.
Heath
You
grew a
tried to
beard.
take everything away from me, man. And I'll be damned if I'm gonna let you get away with it.
Here comes Sheamus. Now, what I want from this storyline right here, folks, before Sheamus says a word, I want to hear Sheamus deny that he was the attacker. Admit he doesn't like Jeff, but deny he was the attacker. Let's keep this rolling. Okay, here we go. Sheamus is here.
It's to me, Jeff. Don't go pointing fingers and trying to cast aspersions on me, fella. Because you're just doing what you've done your entire life. Blaming other people for your problems.
Interesting.
You know, I don't get it. Why is it so hard? Why is it people like you always trying to never admit to responsibility? You always have an excuse for your action. Always blaming somebody else. And those fans of yours, Jeff, those fans that lied to the cops on your behalf, they're worse than you.
Oh.
They're in denial. Actually, worse than that, Jeff. They're enablers.
Enablers. Oh, okay.
Shut your bleeding traps, will you? Jeff, for once in your life, be a man and admit to what you did. But you won't, will you? Because you're not a man. You're just a junkie.
Oh, damn. Well, that's got to strike a chord with Jeff Hardy.
Oh, Jeff. And don't worry about the disappointment and embarrassment your wife and daughters would feel after another one of your slip-ups.
Oh.
They're used to it.
Jeff Hardy's heard enough. Now,
Jeff Hardy right after Sheamus, but Jeff Hardy gets sidestepped there, and then now he takes down Sheamus, so we got a brawl right on top of the stage. So yeah. Oh, bro, kick to Jeff. Jeff is having a really tough time. Personally, though. Oh! Oh my God! Oh my God! Jeff Hardy being dismantled, being slammed right into the plexiglass. No way! Oh my God! 4 times into the plexi, and Jeff Hardy is being dismantled right now by the human jar of mayo, Sheamus. The man who has never seen the sun. And Sheamus now standing tall over Jeff Hardy, proud of what he's accomplished here tonight. The chants of "You suck" echo throughout the crowd here at the Performance Center. Boos from the crowd. Sheamus, though, doesn't matter. Doesn't listen to them as he finishes standing tall above Hardy here tonight. Interesting. I see a lot of people dropping some conspiracy theories here in the live chat, so let me put rest to those conspiracy theories. Yes, I may have a little bit of a red beard. Yes, I may have a tiny little bit of red hair, but I'm gonna promise you right now, I'm not out there attacking Jeff Hardy. I was not the mystery attacker of Jeff Hardy. All right? And now I know what some people are gonna say. That's what somebody who was actually the attacker would say. Well, let me tell you right now, once again, it was not Conman. Oh, yeah, it's Otis. He's got a crown. That's King Corbin's.
Looks pretty, yeah. Should I, go for it?
I think you should. Try it on.
Yeah, pokey.
Did I really just misspeak again here? Already?
Oh, yeah. Hail to the king.
Okay, now I believe Con because he got the attacker's name wrong. Shoot.
Now you're
Oh,
ready.
yeah, we're going there. Watch it, pokey. Yeah.
Mandy and Otis are so.
Yeah, I don't think King Corbin is going to like the fact that Otis just stole his crown. Yeah.
Your property. That is the crown of King Corbin.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Corbin is not a fan of that one.
Someone stole my crown. You know what? Look, get over here. You see my crown is missing. Where is my crown? I saw Otis wearing it. Otis wearing it? Why didn't you stop him?
It's Otis versus King Corbin next.
All right. Well, now I see all the conspiracy theories continuing on. You know what? Maybe now. Maybe now, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe you guys are onto something. Maybe Conman was the mystery attacker. Maybe Conman took his hat off. Maybe he revealed his red hair to the world, and maybe he ran over Elias. Ooh. Oh, maybe. I don't know. But welcome everybody here to the live stream. My name's Conman167. It's honestly great to have you guys. I kind of realized that we haven't reset the donation bar here for the start of the month of June. So let me get that done right now. And then we're going to talk a little bit about some developments here with the channel. Because if you guys were around the channel earlier this week, you would have seen Conman go through a minor breakdown, just a little bit of one. We'll get to your guys' donos in just a second here as well. But Conman went through a kind of just a minor mental breakdown. He kind of just lost his cool there for a little bit and just kind of like, yeah, lots of things was on my mind, and I needed a break from the Conman universe in a way. So, anyways, folks, I did some thinking, and I have settled on what I think the best way to do the Conman universe is. So, listen up if you're a fan of the CMU. What we are going to be doing is I'm still going to go ahead with the idea of reducing the shows from 2 shows a week to 1 show a week. I still think that idea has been one of the things that I believe is going to be most beneficial for my mental health and for also people who watch the series. So we will be going down to once a week. That has been decided on. But here's the flip side of thing that I think people are going to be very excited about. I am going to be returning live with the Conman universe though, okay? But it's going to be in a tiny bit of a different way. The Conman universe will be live where I will do my live commentary and we will interact with the live chat once again. The show itself will be pre-recorded. The show itself will be edited. The show itself will have a great flow to it, and it will be almost identical to how we have the shows right now, obviously with both rosters combined. I am going to edit the shows beforehand, and then I'm going to do my live commentary live with you guys. So we are literally going to be combining the ideas from the original CMU, and we're going to be combining the ideas of the new version of the CMU. We're putting them together, and it's going to be once a week. It's not the focus of the channel anymore. It's not the thing that I'm going to be putting like 80% of my time into. It's a thing that I want to be a part of the channel, but I want to be able to expand into other directions. I want to be able to bring those fun live streams to you guys that I previously mentioned, and it has not left my mind. You know, I think I mentioned that about a month ago now. The ability to do those live streams will be here. The time will be here to be able to do it. So I want to be able to do those fun live streams. I want to be able to do the Impact live streams on Tuesday nights. I feel like I was spending way too much time investing in the Conman universe, and that series unfortunately didn't grow to the place that I thought it would be at this point in time. I had to reevaluate what I was doing with it, and I think this is going to be the best of both worlds. So what I'm thinking of is we are going to air the shows on Wednesdays. Middle of the week, once a week, Wednesday at 3:30 p.m. The show will be probably around 2 hours long, maybe 2.5 hours if we're on the long side of things. It will be once a week, and I will be live commentating over it, but the video itself will be edited, so we aren't going to have long breaks in between matches. The promo segments will be edited. It will just look and flow so much better. So that is my decision with the Conman universe. We are going to try that out for a little bit, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it. And hopefully, you know what, guys? And again, if it doesn't work, you know, then we will continue to figure out ways to make it work, right? Will I still be doing pay-per-views? Yep, still be doing pay-per-views. What that will mean is we will have to figure out when the pay-per-views are actually supposed to air. And we'll take that with a case-by-case basis. But yeah, that is my goal. People asking, is it going to start Wednesday? I don't know what I'm going to do. I might honestly just bring us to Backlash sort of deal. You know, like just do the Backlash pay-per-view that we were building towards, and then break in towards the new version of the unified Conman universe. So that's kind of what I'm leaning towards, folks. I think that's the best of both worlds. I think that's the best way to evolve the Conman universe while being able to do other stuff here on this channel. Now, I also know a lot of people were frustrated with me, and guys, I get it. You know, I do understand if you are a little bit on the frustrated side with me, because I have been a little more outspoken within the last 2 months, and also been changing the Conman universe a little bit, then removed it from being live, and then removed CMU Dark, and now we're removing going down to 1 episode a week. So I understand, guys, if you're upset with me, but I'm doing this for the ability to create more content for you, to be able to do more stuff with you guys, to be able to to live up to promises that I have made, you know. And unfortunately, the Conman universe very, very, very much took up a lot of my time. JX Vids, no, my friend, no, we're still doing live streams. Yeah, we're still doing live streams, so don't worry. My Monday Night Raw, Wednesday night NXT and AEW, Friday night SmackDown, and all pay-per-view live streams are going to be still normal here on the channel. So don't worry about that. The only thing that is just kind of changing right here is we are going to be reducing the Conman universe, the CMU or WWE 2K series, from twice a week to once a week, and we're going to be fiddling with the format a little bit. But yeah, apologies if you guys are upset, but I promise you, once we start doing things like the Quiplash live streams, well, not even Quiplash live streams, just our fun community-based live streams, I can bet you're going to enjoy it a lot more. Jackson Plays says, I would rather see more varied content than just CMU, all that, so I support you all the way. Well, thank you, my friend. And you know what? I feel like that's the case with a lot of people as well. They might want to watch the Conman universe once a week, but the reason they were wanting to watch it was because they wanted to interact with me live, and it just made kind of a fun thing to watch in the background while they were chatting to me live. I understand that once that got taken away, people might not have been as interested in the CMU. So yeah, it's a tough line to figure out what I wanted to do, and it's a tough line figuring out, you know, best way to expand the channel while maintaining a proper and healthy mental health, you know, if that makes any sense. But let's get these guys up here on the screen. We got a match going on. Baron Corbin versus Otis, as Corbin wants his crown back, and Otis, the Mr. Money in the Bank, is obviously wanting to keep that crown. But here goes Corbin, slides out underneath the bottom rope, slides back inside, but Otis saw that coming from a mile away. He sidestepped him there, and a spine buster delivered into the cover. Count of 2, kick out by Otis. So let's get Otis up on the screen now. And then I want to ask you guys over on twitter.com/Conman167, who do you guys think is going to win this match? So who will win? Hashtag Smackdown. But yeah, I hope everybody is doing well here today. We've had a tough week, but today's show is going to be nothing but fun, nothing but entertainment, and hopefully a great time for each and every one of you. What a right hand there from King Corbin to Otis. Down to the cover, hooks the leg, count of 2, kick out by Big Bad Otis.
Corbin clearly growing frustrated. Words of encouragement from Mandy at ringside. Kidney.
How am I doing? Thank you very much for asking there, Mr. Combined. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. Enjoying SmackDown here on the Friday episode. That was a weird way to phrase that. Yeah, I'm doing fairly good. I had a good birthday yesterday. I'm 25 now, so I'm officially a quarter of a century old. Oh my God, that seems so old. But let's get to some of these donos. Jordy Griffin, thank you, buddy, for the $2 dono right there, wishing me a happy birthday. I do appreciate that, my friend. We'll get that up there on the screen. Otis goes into the corner, runs into a boot, and then another boot to the midsection of Otis. After that, we had ourselves a $5 dono from Joseph P. Ali. How you doing there, Joseph P? He says, happy birthday for yesterday, Con, and hashtag new boss. Actually, my friend, we do have a new boss, but it's not you. The new boss is Raul Kapar. So thank you, Raul. I appreciate the support, buddy. But then Joseph PLE dropping that 5-bomb up in here. So is it Monday Night Con, Monday, or Backlash? Again, let me do some more thinking. I just kind of thought of the idea for the CMU yesterday night.
Happy birthday for yesterday and hashtag NEWBOSS.
So I don't have answers for you. I legit don't. I don't know what the CMU is going to look like next week. I don't. I think we might have something. We might also not. The best way to kind of keep track of what's going on is to make sure that you're staying active on my Twitter or in the Discord server, which obviously you allege you are.
Vibes today.
Oh, Corbin with a steel chair to the midsection. Is it over? Corbin with 3 shots with the steel chair to Otis, but then back inside the ring. Is the referee called for a disqualification? He must have. Oh. Oh my God. Otis just dropped Baron Corbin. And Corbin's in a tough position here in the corner. I think Otis is going to go forward with a little caterpillar. Oh, yeah. So, is Otis about to enter in a feud with King Corbin? B412 God, how you doing, my friend? Thank you very much for subscribing to the channel. Great to have you. We got a few more donos in here. Jason Barker, let's get around to it. He says WWE needs to build up the mid roster, the tag teams, and the cruiserweights. Yes, they absolutely do. Problem with WWE at the current moment is they're so focused on trying to find a way to create the next big top tier star that they don't. Hang on, we'll get back to that. Who's in the van? Oh, it's Miz and Morrison.
Can't believe you pulled this off.
Anyways, they're so busy trying to create top stars, and they don't really know how to do that they are not able to book their mid-card division. Anyways, here's Miz and Morrison.
Nice whip. You ever been to hell, Braun? Woo, you're about to.
There you go. That's a perfect parking spot. There you go. Sweet car, bro.
What do you think Miz and Morrison are up to?
So, let me tell you something right there. That is totally not Braun Strowman's car, and I think Miz and Morrison are going to do something along the lines of vandalizing his car in some way, shape, or form. Could be a little tone deaf from WWE's end, but you know, that's WWE. Yeah, that's probably the case. We're going to see something happen to Strowman's car. It's totally not Strowman's car, but for storyline purposes, we're going to say it is. Jason Barker, thank you, dude, though, for the $5 dono. I appreciate it. And with that, man, we've got ourselves a new boss.
WWE needs to build up the mid-roster, the tag teams, and the cruiserweights.
Yeah, Jason Barker, thank you, buddy, for becoming a 2-time Boss Battle champion. You're tied right now with Raul Kapar for the lead, but you were the winner in May, the 12-time Boss Battle champion in May. So thank you, dude, for always supporting this channel. Johnny Ferris, he says, push said Ricochet. Dude, you know what's actually really funny? One of the things that I was going to talk about today, if there was a lull in the conversation, was Cedric Alexander and Ricochet. What happened? What happened?
Why does Lay's have so many flavors to choose from? Because sometimes you feel a little more playful.
Okay.
Growing up is so
All right.
overrated. Gotta have Lay's.
Can you please stream Impact Slammiversary?
First, mosquito repellent clothing now protects against ticks. Proven protection with an invisible.
Hey, Calvin, how you doing, buddy? Can I stream Impact Slammiversary? Let me double check that. Impact Slammiversary. When is the date? July something. Impact Slammiversary 2020 date.
Bring home the bucket with contactless delivery. Get free delivery.
All right.
Code we deliver from kfc.ca. This is our chair.
Slammiversary was, no, that was the last one. That was 2019. I need the next one, 2020. When is that date? Slammiversary. Impact announces Slammiversary 2020. Impact Wrestling has announced the date for their next pay-per-view and teased that recently released WWE wrestlers could potentially be involved with it. Right. Live July 18th. So let me put that into my calendar. July 18th. That's probably a time I will be able to live stream. The only reason that I wouldn't be able to is if something massive is going on that I just simply can't miss. But like at this moment, probably July 18th is Slammiversary. Slammiversary. How the heck do you spell that? Slam. Cool. So yeah, we will try, ladies and gentlemen, to live stream that one. I think that's going to probably go down Saturday, July 18th. Yeah. It's the hope, right? We will definitely be live streaming this Sunday, though, with NXT in your house. And then we are going to be live streaming Backlash the following Sunday on June 14th. So, folks, look forward to that one. It's going to be a good time. But Kelvin Jackson, thank you, buddy, for the $30 dono. I really appreciate that, my friend. He says, my turn. And, dude, guess what time it is, Kelvin Jackson? Well, it's time for Miz and Morrison, because we're going to go back to Miz and Morrison and hear what they got to say.
Hi. Everyone knows what it's like to deal with annoying coworkers. They're the worst. And ever since we challenged Braun Strowman to a handicap match for the Universal Championship, all of our coworkers, and quite frankly, all of you watching right now, have been saying stuff like, well, why did you do that?
You guys don't stand a chance at all.
It's gonna be fun watching Braun Strowman fist and bow you.
Ah! It's annoying.
But it's not surprising, because these are the same people who have underestimated us our entire career, just like Braun Strowman is underestimating us right now. Now, Braun Strowman showed up to work today without a care in the world.
But that is about to change.
Now, some may say what you're about to see is childish,
immature,
juvenile,
lowbrow,
idiotic,
senseless.
But what it really is strategic. Angry monsters make mistakes.
A wise man once said,
oh,
this
interesting.
Is how we do it. It's Friday night.
Well said.
Thank you, Byron Knight. I appreciate it, buddy.
Backlash, Braun Strowman's life will be a living hell.
Woo! Oh, here we go.
Okay, so what's up?
What's up, Dan?
What's up, bro?
How's the kids?
Good, man. Thank you.
Good.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my guest, Shorty G. Shorty G,
Here's Shorty.
Last week you returned to SmackDown and scored an upset victory over Cesaro. Now, what did that victory be?
Oh, Mojo.
My apologies,
Mojo.
little man. But there are far more important things to discuss right now. Like my boy Gronk tragically getting robbed of the 24/7 title earlier this week. So Shorty G, your interview just got cut short.
It's so funny.
You're short.
So funny, short jokes.
Classic, clever stuff, Mojo.
Oh, there's Nakamura. Oh, and there's Cesaro, and they're attacking Shorty G. Oh, now Mojo's gonna join in. Because he's short. Right? Because he's short. Hey, Big E and Kofi standing up for Shorty G. All right.
Come on, man. Unnecessary, bro. Do some if you want to. Come on, man. Well, I'm now.
So we're going to have a 6-man tag team match between Mojo Rawley, Cesaro, Shinsuke Nakamura, Big E, Kofi Kingston, and Oh! Ow! Oh, Sonya, I love you. Oh, my God. She just rocked Lacey. Oh, she just freaking rocked her, man. Oh, that looked nasty. Oh, that looked so nasty, man. All right. Well, speaking of nasty, here's Calvin Jackson's Nasty 30 Dono, and it's time for the little nasty Miz and Morrison.
Miz and Morrison.
Hey, hey. Ho, ho.
Let's go.
Miz and Morrison. Yeah, hey, hey. Ho, ho.
Yeah, you know.
Miz and Morrison. Hey, hey.
Ho, ho. Miz and Morrison.
Yeah, hey, hey. Ho, ho. Here we go.
My turn.
All right, so let's talk about the lame prank. Folks, this is what I talk about when WWE doesn't know how to book the main event scene right now, and they are trying desperately to get new people over, and they don't know how to get new people over. Miz and Morrison poured, I don't know what did they pour in his drink thing. It exploded. Whoa! That makes me interested in the WWE Universal Championship match. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. You got to try to have fun with things, but that type of stuff belongs in the mid-card, not in the main event scene. And don't get me wrong, I'm excited to see Miz and Morrison and Strowman interact a little bit more because it's enough of a filler feud to get through Backlash. But here's the thing. It's not doing Braun Strowman any favors, and it certainly doesn't do Miz and Morrison any favors. So this is just my personal thoughts. I know you want to try to make them a goofy, funny tag team, but also remember this. Miz was once one of the most respected Intercontinental champions. You know, his run there for a while, I want to say 2016 when Miz was doing his Intercontinental Championship with the A-lister, he was one of the most, and not saying this about his name, but he was one of the most must-see talents inside of WWE, in my honest opinion. He was must-see when he was the A-lister, and right now, don't get me wrong, I'm enjoying the work of Miz and Morrison, but come on. Give us reasons to truly want to root for Strowman. That's the thing, right? They're trying to build up our ability to root for Braun Strowman. They're trying to build up his babyface pulling, his drawing potential towards casual viewers, right? They're really, really, really trying to do that. Doing little stupid pranks isn't endearing enough to the fan base to make you want to care about Braun Strowman. It just makes you uninterested in the segment being told. So they gotta find the next thing. They gotta find what's next. Now, don't get me wrong. I like comedy in wrestling, right? I've enjoyed the Street Profits and the Viking Raiders stuff. And, you know, like, I think comedy has its place inside of wrestling. But I think comedy doesn't necessarily need to be in the Universal Championship scene. But again, you know, it is what people enjoy, and it's a case-by-case basis, and this is just my personal opinion. So let me ask you guys, are you enjoying the story being told between Miz and Morrison and Braun Strowman? Let me know, either yes or no, in the live chat right now. Let's get around to the $6 dono from Byronite. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. Oh, Edge and Christian? Yo, Christian's gonna be taken out by Randy. Christian's gonna be taken out by Randy. Oh, yeah. Oh, baby. Yep, that's gonna be good. So Christian's going to be on Monday Night Raw with Edge, and I'm pretty sure Randy Orton's going to take out Christian. Absolutely. Byron Knight, dude, though, thanks for your $6 dono. I do appreciate it. And, folks, forgot to mention this, but we've got ourselves a new boss. His name is Kelvin Jackson. So, Kelvin, thank you, my friend. I hope you're doing well, buddy. Strong Wood says, I like all the comedy. Well, there you go. See, like, again, you know, like, I'm not... I want to reiterate this here. Marcus Ryan, thank you, buddy. Welcome back to Main Eventer. I want to reiterate this. What I say is not what is the law in the world of wrestling. I'm just some guy who happens to have a bit of a following who talks about wrestling. You know, your guys' opinions are just as important as mine. That's what makes this community so great. So we encourage discussion. So if you disagree with something that I say here regarding wrestling, you know, feel free to chat us up. But now, everybody, it's time to sing some Sweet Knees. It's one of the cringiest songs ever. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Sweet knees are made of these. Who am I to disagree? Woo! There we go. A little sweet knees. Marcus Ryan, welcome back to the Mod Club. Not Mod Club. Welcome back to the Members Club. You might have got your hopes up there a little bit. Sorry, buddy. Hopefully you're doing well, though. Right now, though, the matchup at hand, we got ourselves a little Lacey Evans action versus Sonya Deville. And let's talk a little bit about Sonya, because this girl is taking the wrestling world by storm.
The Smackdown Women's Champion Bayley. She's actually in action later on tonight with Sasha Banks against Bliss.
So Sonya Deville, probably, I don't even know how many years ago, I brought her up when she debuted in NXT. And I said, this girl right here is a star. She is a star in the making. She has star potential. She oozes it out. And then when I found the next thing, you know, and this is just an additional part of her character, which I love. She represents the LGBTQ plus community insanely well. And you know what? I know I probably didn't include all the letters that I needed to right there, and be representative of everybody and inclusive for everybody. So if I misspoke there, I do apologize. But she is a great representative of that community. She embraces it, but it's not her character, and that's what I love about it. I think it is great to have a character, a badass character like Sonya Deville, who represents that community, but it's not the focus of her character, right? I think she's got so much star potential. I think she could honestly, in a few years, you know, we could be looking at like the next incarnation of a Becky Lynch, a superstar who really, when you look at her and you look at her career and you look at what she stands for and you look at who she is, she's not really a superstar you want to boo. She's a very, very, very kind soul, and it makes you want to root for her. It really does. So that, to me, screams babyface potential once she gets over as a heel. Now, you guys have also heard me say many times that it's easier to get a wrestler over as a heel. It's easier to establish them to the audience as a heel because it gives them microphone time, and it gives them ways to get out of matches without losing. You know, or without having to lose cleanly, or, you know, if they want them to win, well, they can cheat to win, and it allows them to move their career forward more. Heels are much easier to book and a lot easier to get over with the wrestling fan base. Oh my God, Sonya Deville just took the referee out by mistake. The referee is hurt. Excuse me. Wow, referee really selling this knee. Back it up. Hey, get some help, he says. Okay, we're going to go to commercial break. I like that. You know, that's obvious that it wasn't a main part of the story that they're telling, but it was an excuse to be able to get to the commercial break. Hey, Joseph PLE, welcome back to Main Eventer. Great to see you, my friend. No, I don't think he actually injured his knee. What I think WWE just did right there is they're trying to find more unique ways to go to commercial break. So that way, when you go to commercial break, it doesn't feel as like wash, rinse, repeat. You know what I mean?
That's how we'll move forward together.
It's a way to, remember when WWE was doing the 2 out of 3 fall matches and they had the first fall happen and then they would go to commercial break, and then we would come back and the second fall would begin, and then the third fall would happen, sort of deal. Yeah, that's kind of like what that was. It was an excuse to go to commercial break without having wrestling over the commercial break. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's sing this cringe song. If you don't know the words, learn them. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Sweet knees are made of these. Wow, I'm off cue. Who am I to disagree? Wow, that was so bad. That might have been the cringiest version I've ever sang. The cringiest version I have ever sang of Sweet Knees. Conman, learn to speak. Goodness gracious. Oh my. All right, so let me ask you right now, who will win? It's either going to be Sonya, Deville, or will it be Lacey, Evans? Wow. It is very hot in this room. Holy crap. How would you book Roman Reigns when he comes back? I would just allow Roman Reigns to be himself. You know, I'm tired of WWE trying to force these crazy storylines on Roman. Just put him out there and let him tell his story. Let him be Roman Reigns. Get him over with the fans in a way that the fans actually love him. Present him in a strong way. And then turn him heel. Think about it. Here's the reason why you don't turn him heel now. The fans want the heel turn. The fans want it. It's all the fans have ever wanted. And so if Roman Reigns turns heel, all of the sudden, the fans cheer him. If you get him over with the fans to the point where they love him, when they respect him, you turn him. Because that's when it's most impactful, because that's when the fans are going to react to it the strongest, because that's when it's not just going to be, oh, okay, Roman Reigns is heel. Awesome, cool. Now he can feud against the baby faces. Oh, look who he can feud against. Oh, his match is going to be awesome. Cool, that's fine. That's dandy. And you can do that with Roman Reigns. But it's not going to be as effective. It's not going to get him to the world title scene again. Well, I would, because he's Roman Reigns, but it's not going to get him to the world title scene where he is taken as a legitimate performer. And then, you know, eventually down the line, you have a nice storyline with Roman about respect. And whether he retires somebody or whether somebody beats him in the ring at WrestleMania or something like that, you have him shake hands with his opponent, just like Daniel Bryan after he, not after the Kofi Kingston match, but after Daniel Bryan veered away from his heel character, he shook hands, I believe. I can't remember exactly who it was with. Might have been no, it wasn't Drew Gulak. Anyways, he shook hands with somebody, I'm pretty sure, and that allowed Daniel Bryan to slowly morph back into becoming a babyface. You could do the exact same storyline with Roman Reigns, just in a obvious different way. Oh my God, Sonya Deville just took Lacey Evans down, man.
Deville just whiplashed her off the apron. That was gnarly. That was one of the nastiest moves I've seen. Watch this impact. Absolutely incredible.
It was with Roman. Well, there you go. It was with Roman Reigns. So that tells you everything you need to know. Justin Beverly says, are they going to bring this referee into the storyline because she's a woman? Maybe. I really hope that they don't, because I've been enjoying this female referee. You know, she's actually really good at her job. It's been cool to see her progress through NXT. What's her name again? Is it Jessica? Can't remember.
That's what Sonya Deville feels. For so long it was Mandy Rose and Sonya. Sonya was always a secondary player, an afterthought. Now Deville wants the spotlight, and she'll stop at nothing to get
Jessica Carr. There we go. So Jessica Carr, thank you very much, man. Yeah, Jessica Carr. She's been really good. Can I say the winners, please? Absolutely, my friend. The winners so far have been... Anybody? Has there been a single match that has finished off here today? Am I just blanking on something? Am I just already not paying attention to the show? Let me know, guys. Have I forgotten a match already here today? Probably. Charles Wright, how you doing, my friend? Welcome to the stream. Otis, yeah, that's right. Otis, thank you. God, Otis won by DQ. That's right, because there wasn't actually a pinfall finish. That's why I'm kind of blanking. Otis won via DQ over King Corbin. Lacey Evans, though, kicking right to the midsection there. 3, 4 times. Oh, and then an axe kick across the back of the head of Sonya Deville. Finally get to enjoy my weekend. Well, sit back, dude. Enjoy a few cold ones if you have them, and or if you wish, and just enjoy your weekend, man. Thanks for the support.
Here we go.
Oh, there goes Lacey Evans with a Bronco Buster. Dollar, 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 dollar. Jason Havlick says, Roman Reigns will crush Otis's dreams. My prediction. You know what? Think about that. Oh my god, beautiful moonsault, count of 2, kick out there by Sonya Deville. Yeah, interesting point. Imagine Roman Reigns comes back and somehow cost Otis the Money in the Bank cash-in, and that was his heel turn? You know, question is, guys, would you end up rooting for Roman Reigns if he turned heel, or would you root for Otis as the babyface? Because Otis, that's a weird one, because Otis is so over with the fans right now. Otis could almost be the one Roman could turn heel against. Huh. What a running knee there by Deville, though. That might be enough to put away Evans. Count of 2. Kick out by Lacey, though. Nicholas Smalley says, I don't root for heels, so definitely Otis. Fair, 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 fair. Marcus Ryan saying, I'd boo Roman as well. Oh, here's Mandy.
You promised to make me hurt, but I know it hurts you worse to know that you're not a fighter. You're a failure. You want to go on stage with me? Come here!
What?
Come here! I dare you! Barbie doll!
Women's right. Good night, Sonya. Oh, good night. Yeah, that finish is good. Here's the thing. Here's the thing, folks. That's the first misstep, though, with Sonya Deville's and Mandy Rose's characters against each other. Here is why. Mandy Rose looked like the heel there. No. That's not saying goodbye to Sonya Deville's push. No, that's probably the right direction. It's going to allow them to pursue the feud with Mandy versus Sonya more. So, thing is, though, right there, Mandy looked like the heel. Sonya looked like the babyface. Mandy popped up on the Titantron, distracted her. Sonya was screaming out, come here, fight me, baby doll. Mandy was the heel in that. And I'm not sure if the goal is to get Sonya Deville over as the babyface. I'm not sure if maybe all of a sudden the switch has been flipped backstage because of how good Sonya Deville has been with her opportunities in front of her. But Sonya Deville was treated as the babyface in that matchup. What do you guys think? Are they going to turn Sonya baby, or are they going in a different direction? What's your guys' thoughts? I want to hear them. Tail says Sonya should stay a heel because she is so good. She is really good, right? I think she'd be an amazing babyface as well, though. Nathan Garcia asking me, am I ready for NXT TakeOver in your house? Hell yeah, I am, man. Johnny Gargano versus Keith Lee. Oh, it's going to be a barn burner, buddy. Barn burner. Steve says Sonya staying as a heel, I feel like. I think so as well, but you know, she kind of seemed like a face in that segment.
And cooler to look at.
Did we forget how Sonya surprised Lacey? Did I forget that at the start of the match? I see what you're saying because that was a heel move as well. I'm just definitely talking about how the end promo was presented in the final parts of the match, right? The start of the match, yeah, Sonya Deville was presented as a heel, absolutely. You're right about that one. But I'm going to go ahead and say towards the end, she didn't seem like a heel, which is weird. Hey, Jason Lau, thank you, buddy, for the happy late birthday wish. I do appreciate it, man. Yeah, I'm a freaking quarter of a century now. I'm a quarter of a century. Holy moly.
Curbside pickup at PetSmart. Just order online, await confirmation, check in, and pick up.
It happens, Ahmed. It happens, buddy. Trust me, it happens. She choked Lacey with her foot. She is a heel. Yeah, I understand what you're saying once again there, Tyel, and I'm not trying to argue it. I'm just actually presenting the concept, the possibility that WWE might be flipping the script as to who is the heel and who is the babyface in the Sonya Deville Mandy Rose storyline. Might be slowly. Nicholas Smalley, yeah, dude. As soon as I turned 25, my back started hurting, my knees are cracking. Like, what the hell's going on? Oh, come on. Justin Beverly says, faces provide distractions too, not as often as heels, but it does happen, and you're absolutely right. Just another thing to keep in the back of my mind, though, is what I'm reading is off of the promos. The way they presented Sonya, she was slowly talking. It wasn't as much of a babyface feel. Yeah, she's mad, she's upset, and I know babyfaces don't be happy all the time. But it felt very heel-esque, in my opinion. I think it might have been better if Mandy popped up at the top of the ramp and not on the Jumbotron. The Jumbotron's very much a heel move because the Jumbotron is cowardly. They're not actually coming out to the arena. They're hiding behind the screen, right? They're not actually there. And it's kind of cowardly, and it gives you that sense of like, oh, come on, babyface, why are you looking at the Titantron? You're a bit of an idiot. They're not actually there, but it's enough of a distraction to cost them the match. So you kind of get what I'm saying there, I hope. Matt Riddle, baby, the original bro, is coming to SmackDown. If you guys are excited for Matt Riddle on SmackDown, give me a hell yeah in the live chat. As I am. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, I believe we've got ourselves a new boss up in here. So Waleed, Jazz. Thank you, buddy. How you doing?
We are all anticipating Matt Riddle's arrival to Friday Night SmackDown, but now please welcome my guest, the monster among men, the Universal Champion, Braun Strowman. Braun, a couple of weeks ago, your Backlash opponents, Miz and Morrison, promised to make your
Our new boss is Joseph Ali. I think I said Waleed Hijaz. New boss is Joseph Ali.
These two dorks have already been trying to pull some crap. Earlier they messed with my protein shake. Miz and Morrison are like two annoying bugs flying around your neck in the middle of the summertime. So yeah, they can have their fun in their lap right now.
All right, this is perfect. Did you set it up like I told you to?
Good to go. All you gotta do is push this button.
At Backlash, Miz and Morrison both are gonna get these hats. Oh my God. Kayla, are you okay? I am so sorry, Kayla. I 100% know these two jackasses, Miz and Morrison, were up to this. Like, that was intended for me. Are you okay?
I told you to put the bucket on the left side.
I put it on the left side.
That is not the left side.
You said put it on stage left.
Left is left. It's not stage left. It's left. Left is left. I thought you meant stage left. Look, I am right. You are wrong. She is not happy.
Those bastards.
She swore. A little bit. All right.
Success.
Wow.
Success.
Success.
That's such good shit. No, it's not.
You know, Cole, I'm ordinarily a really big fan of everything that Miz and Morrison do. However, they may want to tread a little lightly when it comes to Braun Strowman. More on that throughout the night here on SmackDown. And big news to announce just days before they face off for the Intercontinental Championship, AJ Styles.
Folks, this has not been a good episode of SmackDown, if I can just say that right here. Nathan Fenn, how you doing, my friend? Welcome to the live stream. How you doing? Hopefully you're doing better than SmackDown tonight. Not been a good episode, in my opinion. All right, here's Renee with the Intercontinental Championship.
Are two of the most extraordinary superstars of their or any other generation.
Oh, sorry, Waleed. We'll read your dono in just a sec,
okay,
bud?
Finals of the Intercontinental Championship tournament. Please allow me to introduce to you first a man who has blazed his own unique path to superstardom many times, Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, Ahmed, I've seen his true colors as well. There's a reason why I just kind of, I ignore it, you know? It is what it is. People talk about you. It is what it is. I'm online, you know, people are going to have some things to say about me. I can't control that. All I can control is my actions, what I believe in, who I am, and how I operate. That's all I can control, right? All right, here's Daniel Bryan.
And Daniel Bryan's opponent, a superstar of equal caliber who knows no bounds, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
And here comes AJ, the phenomenal one. So Waleed, let's roll your $5 dono right here while we're waiting for AJ Styles to roll on down to this ring. It's cool that we're getting Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles for the Intercontinental Championship, though. This is one of those matches that could very well go down in history for the IC title. Really, really, really good duo, and they kill it.
Happy late birthday, Conman. My two other brothers has the same birthday month as you. Birthday cake.
And they kill it every time they get in the ring against each other. So yeah, it's going to be good. I'm looking forward to it. The phenomenal one, AJ Styles versus Daniel Bryan. If AJ wins, doesn't he become a Grand Slam? He's never won the tag team championships, has he? That's a thing I would like to see AJ Styles do. I'd love to see AJ Styles in the tag team division. Unless they consider the OC at one point the Freebird rule. Did they? I don't think they did.
What's going to happen? We know what he's going to say. He's going to call me a coward because I made the smart move in taking my bye to the finals. While Daniel, like a fool, fought his way in, and truth be told, had Jeff Hardy not got involved in your match, it'd be Sheamus standing right where you are, Daniel Bryan.
Okay, AJ, well, Daniel, do you think that AJ's a coward?
Yes. Yes, I do. At least he shows traits of cowardice. But listen, AJ has his way of thinking, and I have mine, and I'm okay with that.
Well, AJ, the Intercontinental Championship is the one title that's eluded you. Is that a reason why you took a bye into the finals?
I'll say it again. I took my bye because it was the smart move. You see, Renee, when I look in the mirror, I see a champion. I see the best, the greatest champion WWE's ever seen. See, Daniel Bryan, he's all heart. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing that you're doing the right thing. I mean, it's noble. What I am saying is it's stupid.
Ooh.
I see what you're doing. You're trying to get under my skin, and it's not working. Listen, you and I have known each other a long, long time.
Yeah, sorry everybody, just to interject here really, really quickly, the only titles AJ Styles has won inside of the WWE is the WWE Championship 2 times and the United States Championship 3 times. Back to Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles.
In your vision of being the Intercontinental Champion, You probably defend this championship sparingly and only against a select few opponents under the guise that nobody else is good enough. Because when you look in the mirror, you believe what you just said. You see yourself as the greatest champion of all time in WWE. But you couldn't even fathom some unexpected person coming up and shattering that vision.
Ooh.
And that is why you're a coward.
Oh.
My vision of being the Intercontinental Champion is defending that championship every week on SmackDown, whether it be against decorated veteran or young up-and-comer, any superstar who wants an opportunity, they're gonna get it. And I don't do that because it's noble. I do that for myself, because I want to push myself. I want to test myself. I want to learn. I want to grow. When I think of being the best, it's not who I am right now, it's who I can be.
Wow, that resonated with me.
And also,
wow,
when the WWE Universe tunes into Friday Night SmackDown, I want them to be excited each and every week, knowing that there's going to be a championship match, knowing that maybe their favorite superstar could finally beat me, could break through and win a championship here in the WWE. That's what I want. That's my vision.
That's a great vision. I want to see that vision come to reality.
To me, it sounds like you want me to just give a handout. Is that what you want? You want a handout? You want to just throw out handouts? Is that it? I don't believe in handouts. I believe in earning an opportunity. And, and speaking of opportunity, how did Drew Gulak get the opportunity to become your coach? How'd that happen? And an opportunity to work here in the WWE. You know what? It doesn't sound like an opportunity to me. It sounds like a handout. So, if we can't agree what our visions are, I believe it's a handout, you believe it's an opportunity. How about this? How about I reach across the aisle and do something unexpected? How about I give Drew Gulak an opportunity right here tonight, right now in this very ring? You know, Gulak, I know you're back there. I saw you. So why don't you come down this ring, get your hand out, a.k.a. an ass whipping.
Oh.
And I'll tell you, what an opportunity for this young man.
Okay.
Gulak. Did you not listen to a word AJ Styles just said?
Okay. So yeah, folks, if you had not heard at this point, you have now been brought into the loop. Drew Gulak is back. Gulak is back. He has re-signed with WWE. He was in the Battle Royal last week. Oh, Drew Gulak going right after AJ Styles. Double leg takedown, and we got ourselves a full-on brawl here. All right. So, yes, I think Drew Gulak is going to lose this match because they are trying to add fuel to the fire of AJ Styles versus Daniel Bryan. They're building it up for next week on SmackDown. People asking why is it not going to go down at Backlash with it being so close? Well, it's a good question. It could be something along the lines of next week ends in like a disqualification, or the match actually doesn't end up happening and then it gets pushed to Backlash. That's what I'm kind of expecting is going to go down. It's also possible that they are really trying to make SmackDown feel like it's must-see. And the Intercontinental title, you know, it has enough prestige to it to make you want to tune in to see the championship match. Especially if it's somebody like AJ Styles versus Daniel Bryan. You know, that's a must-see match. It's a must-see match. So yeah, if it goes down next week, great. If not, then oh well. Justin Beverly saying, Gulak was not released, contract expired, and he got re-signed. So yeah, that is 99.9% true what you're saying right there, Justin Beverly. He was coming up to the end of his contract, and Gulak at that point chose not to resign based on the money that WWE was offering because he asked for a raise. At that point, WWE said, we're not handing out raises. Here's your release. At that point, the conversation continued, and they eventually came to terms on whatever now the contract is that Drew Gulak has. So, no, he wasn't technically fired from his contract. His contract did expire, but then WWE basically said, we're done with you. So in a weird way, they chose not to re-sign him, but they didn't release him. So they didn't re-sign his contract, but technically they still just let him walk until he came back and re-signed his contract for whatever amount of money it is. So yeah. Steve Taylor says the IC title went through a slow lull when it was on Shinsuke. Honestly, it's been weird because what WWE seems to do is they build it up to be, some matches are must-see for the IC title, but then they just kind of leave it in limbo for a long time. I like the idea of Daniel Bryan wanting to defend the title every single week here on SmackDown. You know, it'd make the show so much better, and you don't have to have the championship match end in a normal way or anything like that. You know, you don't have to have it end with a pinfall. You don't have to have it end with a submission. You can have it end with disqualifications. You can have weird things. And here's the other thing. It's a mid-card championship. So if you have stories stem from the mid-card title, think about this. Let's say AJ Styles versus Daniel Bryan does go down. Let's say that match happens. And from that match, Drew Gulak costs Daniel Bryan the IC title. Well, then Daniel Bryan and Drew Gulak enter into a feud. And wherever they go with that feud, that's where it goes, right? Whatever happens, happens. Lost my train of thought. But the IC title, you know, at least then it's producing great matches every single week, and then you can create stories branching off of it. So if Drew Gulak and Daniel Bryan ended up happening down the line and AJ Styles became the IC champion, well, let's say AJ Styles starts defending it on a weekly basis. Well, then you could have AJ Styles being the heel. You could find many ways to write him into the victory side of things while getting the babyface over in the long run. You know, you could screw over every challenger basically in some way, shape, or form. Styles could cheat to retain the belt. That would create more babyface momentum for the person and rise through the ranks. It's good to have the IC title and the United States Championship, to say the least, your mid-card championships on display nearly every single week, whether it be in a segment or whether it be in a matchup. I think your champion, your mid-card champion, your workhorse champion should be on the show pretty much every week, because that is what's going to get them over in the long run. Not showing up and wrestling here and there and not making a big deal about the IC champion being in a match. That's the other thing. If you're going to make a massive deal about how rare the Universal Champion is competing in matches, you can't make it as big of a deal about the IC Champion competing in matches. You know what I mean? Like, to put them into perspective, the IC Championship is a step below the World Championship or the Universal Championship. To make it seem like there is that step up, well, this is the match right here, or this is the title that is defended in the main events or the co-main events of every pay-per-view. This is the place that you want to be. This is where the big bucks are. This is where the big builds are. This is where the long promo segments, the great in-depth storylines are. Then you've got the workhorse area, the place that is going to make the wrestling shows entertaining week in and week out. And that's where the mid-card championship should be. The odd time you're going to have the main event slot be taken over by the Universal Championship. But, you know, if you have promos with the Universal Champion throughout the night, put that at the start of the show. Put that in the middle point of the show. And close it off with a mid-card championship match, or at least a match featuring the mid-card champion. because at that point, if the world champion's not on the card, or let's say the female world champion isn't on the card, they're the main event slot. They're the next people in line. So yeah, Left Turn Vern, how you doing, my friend? Thanks for the kind little words right there, saying that I would break from one bump in the ring, and you're absolutely right. I'm not a person who has ever taken bumps in the ring. I'm not a person who has ever wrestled in my life. Would it be cool to be able to take a bump and understand what's going on and what these people put themselves through week in and week out? Absolutely. I'm honestly kind of proud about how I am right now. I'm not gonna lie. If you go back a year and a half to 2 years ago, I was pushing almost 200 pounds, you know? Now I'm sitting here at 155. You know, yeah, I'd like to put some more muscle on, absolutely, but I'm proud of myself for getting down away from that 200-pound mark. I was getting chubby there, you know, a year and a half ago. So I'm kind of happy about where I'm at right now. Oh, nice scoop driver there from Drew Gulak into the cover count of 2. Kick out by Styles. Oh, boy.
Half a second away from being the end of this matchup. That could have been catastrophic for the psyche of AJ Styles.
So let's get around to the donos right now. Thank you, everybody, for the support. Jason Barker, how you doing, man? He says... Oh, by the way, I just realized we didn't get the poll up for this matchup. And this isn't even the right match on the screen. Whoops, Conman sucks at his job. We all know that, but we don't like to admit it. Drew Gulak right there. Get him up on the screen, and this match between Styles and Gulak is completely underway. Nice enziguri there to the side of the head of Drew Gulak as Styles begins to fight back in this matchup. Styles going for a driver of his own right. Oh, lands him with a reverse DDT, and down goes Gulak. Bryan can't believe what he's witnessing. Actually, this is kind of a fun thing to to tell you guys that I don't think anybody knew about Conman. I actually do have a tiny smidgen minuscule. Oh, hang on. What the hell? Oh my God. Cover. No way. Gulak beat Styles? Oh, whoa! So are they building towards a triple threat match finals for the IC title? Interesting. There's more to this story. All right. Wow. Okay, so what I was going to say, thank you everybody for the support right there. I do appreciate the donos. What I was going to say, I do have a tiny, minuscule amount of, I guess you could say, a martial art experience. Oh, wait, where are they? Miz and Morrison, where are they?
Woo. This is it. Braun Strowman's Buick Grand National. True classic.
Whew. She truly is a one-of-a-kind. You know, it'd be a shame if something happened to it.
Yeah. Hey, is that a fly?
That is a fly, John. You know, it's a good thing I've been working on my golf game.
Oh, man.
4!
Oh, no! This is in poor taste.
Hey, ooh, it felt so good. Didn't you tell me that Braun Strowman loves softball?
His dad is
This
in
is
the
in
softball
poor
Hall
taste.
of
This
Fame,
is
John.
tone deaf.
Yeah.
Show his old man how it's done.
All right.
Rob me a softball.
Here I go.
Oh, come
Sorry,
on.
man. Way outside.
Throw me some
Way
heat.
outside.
Right down the middle.
Poof. Here we go. Here we go. Oh!
This is really.
Oh!
This is tone deaf.
Oh, man.
Tone
All
deaf.
right, let's get back to the van.
Wait. To see the look on Braun's face.
Oh, he's gonna be so pissed.
Join us for a trip down memory lane as we relive some of the greatest moments of the 2015 and 2016 season.
So Miz and Morrison just destroyed Braun Strowman's car. Yeah. Just with everything going on in the world right now, that's a little tone deaf, in my opinion, but I could be honestly, I could be honestly overreacting, but I said at the start of the show that if Miz and Morrison break Strowman's car, that's going to be a little tone deaf with what's going on in the world right at the moment. But anyways, that's WWE for you. Let's get around to what I was talking about right before all of that went down. So everybody, very funny news right here. Not funny news, but funny history of Conman, if you will. I've got the tiniest, minuscule amount of Kung Fu experience. Oh yeah, folks, I was actually a yellow belt with my... Did I have 2 orange stripes on there? Did I get my second orange stripe? I think I did. So yeah, I was a yellow belt with 2 orange stripes. And yeah, don't worry guys, I got those punches. Hiya! 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 Oh my god, I remember this one story, folks. It's the funniest story. So, I probably only did it for about 2 years, if that. From like grade 7 to grade 8. And there's this one story where me and my buddy Matt, we were just kind of, we were in Kung Fu class, and the first half hours, you know, it's just basically push-ups, sit-ups, all that stuff. And... We're doing our stretching, we're doing our push-ups, doing our warm-up for the day, and then the gym was open to everybody to come on in and practice whatever they were doing, right? And we get in there, and there's this hefty fella, you know, just wanting to better learn how to defend himself with the art of Kung Fu, if you will. And there was this giant mirror. Now, we were staring at the mirror, and we could see what was going on behind us, and we could see the fairly hefty fella in the background. Now, I'm not trying to be mean here at all, but when you are in grade 7 and grade 8, if you will, and you look behind you, and all you see is this heftier person going like this in the mirror behind you, for a half-hour straight. I am not kidding you. He was just like this for a half-hour straight. Back and forth. Pull that hand back to your hip. Pull it back to your hip. Just like that for a full half hour. No break in the motion. It was hilarious. Yeah, Biden Chateri, do you remember the bell block? Yeah! It was like, Kung Fu is the weirdest thing because everything that I learned in it, I literally went out of there thinking like, how is this at all useful in a real fight? At what point am I going to be like, okay, yeah, square up, square up, square up, block! Like, what type of block? What type of punch is coming in? Are you going like, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah? Like, come on. What is that all about? And there's Shorty G. What is the Biden? What is the move at the end? So at the end of getting, I think it's after you, it's either before you can get your yellow belt or it's before you get your yellow stripe on your white belt. What is that succession of moves where it's like, you gotta walk up, punch, do hi-ya, and then you gotta turn and do like a bell block and do like this block and walk forward or do like weird blocks like this. It's like a combination of moves. It's like right at the start. Kata? I don't know if it's kata. It's kata? It's kata. All right then, man. It's kata. I think he might have called it something different for us. But yeah, oh, that thing, man.
And the difference between these two teams is evident right out of the gate. Nakamura, Cesaro, Raleigh, a united front making their entrance together as a team.
Oh, that's cool.
And their massive egos, Shorty G and his, they're not
That's
gonna
cool.
get along very well.
Yeah, it was like dance and fight moves. It really was. Okay, everybody, we do have donos to get around to, so I do apologize to everybody who dropped a dono because I've not been around to it in a while. So Jason Barker saying,
Behold the king of kings.
yeah. Banner. On your knees, dog. Banner. Banner. All hail. And bow down to the king. Oh, roll through. Shorty G goes for the cover.
IC
Can't land it.
Should be defended on both brands as well as the US Championship and the WWE Championship.
So Jason Barker, the thing with defending both of the titles on both brands is that means that the stories would then be dragged to both brands, and I'm not sure if WWE is capable of making us care about the same stories twice a week, you know? So I think that's the reason why they do separate the championships, my friend. They did try to feature both championships shortly after WrestleMania in 2019 when Seth Rollins and Kofi Kingston were the WWE champions. They tried to feature them a lot. It wasn't really successful.
There's a look. Here's the cover of a wicked crossbody. Mojo is a freakish athlete. Speed, power, and when I talk about power, I mean I cannot overstate how strong Mojo Rawley is. I've seen the guy in the gym. He's superhuman.
All right. Also, everybody, we then got ourselves a $10 dono from Kelvin Jackson. Welcome. The king. The king of kings. Oh, Nakamura getting flipped through the air by Big E as he lands flush on his back. Bannon. Bannon. All hail. Kofi Kingston flying through the air takes down Nakamura. Shorty G tags in. And let me ask you guys who's going to win this matchup. So who will win is the question. Hashtag Smackdown. Either going to be New Day and Shorty G, or will it be Nakamura, Cesaro, and who's the third one? Mojo? Yeah, Mojo. What a weird combination of wrestlers for this matchup. What a really weird combo. Like, I get Cesaro and Nakamura versus New Day, but where the hell does Shorty G and Mojo Rawley come into this? Did I miss something last week on SmackDown? Like, did I not pay attention to something? Where is this stemming from? If you guys can fill me in, that would be great. Oh my god, what a shoulder tackle from Mojo! Dang! Whew. All right. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, I believe that we've got ourselves a new boss up in here. Yes, we do. Folks, we've got ourselves a new boss. His name is Raul Kapar, not Raul, sorry. His name is Jason Barker, becoming a 3-time Boss Battles champion. Thank you, my friend. Like, is it just me who is already tired of the short jokes with Shorty G? He's been back for what, like 2 weeks? Yeah, he was in the Battle Royal last week, and then he is back this week, so it's just short jokes. That's all it is. It's just short jokes. There's no substance to it. I'm already bored of them.
Behold the king.
The king of kings. Conman, this is due to last week Cesaro had taken Shorty G out of the Battle Royal. You're right. That is what happened. Yeah, Cesaro eliminated Shorty G in the Battle Royal last week, and that led to this matchup. You're absolutely right. Thanks for reminding me, my friend.
If you could be boss of WWE for a week, what would you in terms of storylines? Talent in SmackDown and Raw.
So Joseph P., if I could be boss of WWE for a week, what would I do in terms of storylines, talent of SmackDown and Raw? That's a really tough question, right? Because it's easy to say this is what I would like to do, and this is what I would do as if I took over WWE. Probably the first thing that I would do you know what, this sounds like such a cop-out. First thing I would do is I would talk to the superstars of WWE and ask, what is it that you want changed? What is it that you would like to see different? Because the thing is, the wrestlers in the ring have a better understanding of their characters than anybody else. They are thinking about it 24/7. If you are a wrestler and you are not thinking about how can you get over nearly all the time, you're probably not super invested in wrestling. Right? It's all wrestlers think about. Storylines, this, that, how can we get over, what feuds can we do, what directions, what moments, what segments, yeah. Back and forth, that's all their minds think about. So if I was in charge of WWE, the first thing I would do is simply say, talent, what do you want to do? And I'm not saying the talent runs the company, but what does the talent want to do? What stories have you been coming up with for a long time? Talk to me, and let's work these stories into the direction we want to go in. If my goal is to have, let's say, Roman Reigns versus The Rock at WrestleMania next year, how can we make that be the biggest match possible of Roman Reigns versus The Rock? You know what I mean? Like, if that's the goal that they wanted to have, how can we build up to make that to be the biggest match? That's just an example, a one-off example, but I would start with that. If I had the ability to be the booker of WWE for a day, I would listen to what the talent have to say. I wouldn't be saying the buck stops here. It would absolutely stop here if a idea was garbage and, you know, you couldn't really run with it. I would say, yeah, come on, man, step it up, get that garbage off the TV, right? But you figure out what works, what doesn't, what naturally gets over, and that's the other thing. If I was in charge of booking WWE, every single show would have a blank slate. I would take a listen as to who is reacting to who, what superstar is getting the biggest pops, who is getting the best reaction, who's getting booed heavily, who's getting cheered heavily. What do fans want to see? Who do fans not want to see? And then book the matches from there. You know, it's one thing to force a heel group and try to get people to boo them. It's another thing to actually listen to who people are booing and then put those people on the screen a little bit more. That's why King Corbin gets so much time on the screen. Because people actually boo him and don't want to see him, so when he actually loses, they root for the babyface. Alright, that might have made sense. It might not have, but regardless, Conman made a point. Whether you agree with it or don't is completely, entirely up to you. Justin Beverly, thank you, my friend, for the 20 bomb right there. He says, I'm back in the boss battle. I will soon reclaim my place at the top, and it will be absolutely, positively, stupendously, fantastically, ridiculously, scaffoldedly, randomly, glorious. Till I'm victorious, and I will defend,
I'm back in the boss battle. I will soon reclaim my place on top, and it will be absolutely, positively, stupendously, fantastically.
I had a con stroke right on camera. That's what we're going to start calling it, a con stroke. A stroke of genius. Here goes Gable right back there. Oh, what a neck breaker. That's actually a blockbuster. Gable goes up there to the middle rope, now all the way to the top rope. Moonsault delivered to Mojo into the cover. Count of two, kick out by Mojo. So this match does continue. Hey, Jason Barker, how you doing, buddy? So, first up, we've got ourselves a new boss, and his name is Justin Beverly, becoming a one-time Boss Battles champion. Thank you, buddy. Mojo going for the hyperdrive, countered right there by Gable into the ankle lock, and Ankle's got this thing locked in deep. Oh, Nakamura with a little Kinshasa. Big E, though, from behind, turns him around. Nakamura goes over the top rope, though. He hangs on, and now just locks in a chokehold there on Big E. Nicholas Smalley asking me, where's the Superstars pictures on the screen? I didn't get around to it, unfortunately. Too late in the matchup now to get them up there, and sometimes I'm just lazy with my job. It does happen. Mojo now, oh my god, is he gonna... Mojo! Hyperdriver! Oh, Gable kicks out, okay. I was gonna say, did they seriously just give Mojo the win over Gable? Shorty G? He kicked out, alright. You would unify the tag team championships? That's not a bad idea. Mojo going for a clothesline. Tag has been made.
More of an adult show and increase the creative and make better booking.
When you say adult show there, buddy, what do you mean by adult show? More violence? Oh, Gable, Shorty G making the save, and Kofi Kingston, Big E, and Gable pick up the win. The baby faces with the win. So, you know, I try to be positive about WWE, but today's show has just been lackluster, if I can be honest. Mace Live Ledsma, thank you for subscribing, buddy. Back to Miz and Morrison again. Pranking Braun Strowman.
What the? My car! Run! We're all life for this damn thing! Where are they? Is your life a living hell now, Braun? Hey!
Oh no.
Hey, man, where are they at?
It's cool. He doesn't know that we're in here. That was good. It's fine. Get the keys, let's go.
Why would I have the keys? You went to the van.
I gave you the keys.
Hey!
Don't you get? What are you doing?
Man,
What are you
where
doing?
are they at? Where did Miz and Morrison go?
Yeah, he's totally gonna flip the van, isn't he? They're in the white van. Oh no. The doors are locked. He's gonna totally flip this van.
We're safe. Come on! We're safe. Get out of the van!
He can't get us in here. It's fine.
We're
protected by a van.
Strowman. Oh no. Uh-oh. Braun's about to commit murder. Braun's gonna murder them. Braun's mad. Braun's angry. Uh-oh. Oh my god. Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman. Looking to flip this van. I think Miz and Morrison are about to go for a ride. Look at the strength, man. Strowman just pushing over the freaking white vehicle. Are you kidding me? And down they go. Wow.
You guys think you're funny? Now that's funny.
Oh god, Braun is lame. Oh my goodness, folks. Braun Strowman is so lame. Yeah, he's so uninteresting. You're in a good mood, Con. Yeah, you know what? I'm having a good day here today, to be quite honest. But, nah, Braun, in my opinion, I haven't been interested in Braun Strowman throughout his entire run here. I wasn't interested in the idea of Braun Strowman being the one to take the title off of Goldberg to begin with. Braun Strowman has not been built up for me. He's not anything that I truly am interested in seeing at this point, you know, and I haven't been interested in Braun Strowman in probably 2 years. All of his stuff has just kind of been lackluster for me, and I don't mean that in a bad way for Braun Strowman, but, like, I just don't enjoy his stuff as much as I probably should. My favorite stuff with Braun Strowman involved Roman Reigns. That entire feud with Roman Reigns was amazing. Really good. That's it, though. That's all I've really enjoyed between Braun Strowman and his career. I guess, you know what? I did enjoy the Big Show Braun Strowman matches back in the day as well. I thought those were pretty entertaining. But other than that, he doesn't interest me.
Right now at Tim's, you can enjoy 2 classic breakfast sandwiches for just $5.
Which match are you looking forward to on Sunday's TakeOver, Sadverk? How you doing, buddy? Thanks for asking. I'm looking forward to the Johnny Gargano versus Keith Lee match. I think that's going to be so good. Going to be so good. Sam the Greatest says, can The Fiend get his title back already? Problem is that WWE should never have booked him to win the title in the first place. They booked themselves into a corner, and they didn't know how to get out of it, and it came crashing down in the worst way possible at WrestleMania. I don't know. They might... It goes completely back to the Hell in a Cell ending. If that Hell in a Cell ending never happened... You know the one I'm talking about. I still think The Fiend would be one of the hottest things in all of wrestling. But he's not anymore. Bray Wyatt's not anymore. You know, yeah, sure, he's still interesting every time he pops up on the screen. But it's not the must-see, like, oh my god, drop everything Bray Wyatt is talking, right? Yeah, exactly, Steve. And like, I know the whole thing about Goldberg was they didn't have him booked after WrestleMania. He wasn't going to be around after WrestleMania. They needed to get the title off of him. But man, you think they could have done it in a better way? You know, like, you think they could have done it in a better way?
Viewer discretion is advised.
As silly as it sounds, Matt Riddle, man, I know they had no time to build up to it, but imagine if they put Matt Riddle... Think about it. Finn Balor from NXT, they were willing to put Finn Balor right in the Universal Championship picture as soon as he was called up. Why not the same for Matt Riddle, right? That would have been interesting. And I know you don't want to push somebody to the main title right away as soon as they get there, because you don't know if they can hold it, but tell you what, that would have turned the wrestling world upside down if that would have happened at WrestleMania. Jason Barker says, by adult show, I mean do away with the PG era crap. Fair enough, man. We also have to remember that the Attitude Era, just because it wasn't PG, also had a lot of crap in it, right? The stuff that we see on our TVs replayed for us is only the good stuff. We don't see the bad. I've noticed that a lot by sitting through and watching a lot of matches from back in the day. You know, Attitude Era shows were definitely not without their garbage. Looks like it's going to be confirmed, though. Jeff Hardy versus Sheamus at Backlash is going down. So tag titles are finishing the show here today. I like that. A title match finishing the show. Probably the way it should be. I wonder, guys, do they put the tag team titles on Bayley and Sasha? What do you think? Because I think that could be interesting. You know, people aren't going to like it because it would be putting too much attention on Sasha and Bayley. Bayley obviously being the women's champion, you know, but I think that could make their story even bigger very similar to John Cena, Shawn Michaels vibes. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why am I being called a stupid moron for suggesting the possibility of the tag team titles in a tag team title match possibly switching hands? Come on now. I'm not an idiot for thinking that. You know, it could very well have John Cena, Shawn Michaels vibes to it. For Bayley and Sasha, leading into SummerSlam. Bayley being the champion, the main title that Sasha wants her hands on. But yeah, I don't think it's going to happen, but I could see it. You know, I could see WWE pulling a fast one over us and throwing the titles on them and then proceeding to break them up, have Bayley meet either Sasha or Bayley cost themselves the tag team titles, cost their team the tag team titles, and move forward into the world title match. Maybe, I don't know what other tag teams could get them, but, you know, maybe they give them to somebody deserving. I don't know. There's not a ton of tag teams available for WWE to pick from.
We know Sasha's history of being a great champion in WWE. The first ever women's tag team champions. Indeed they are, and Bliss and Cross, two-time tag team champions. For Bayley, she is approaching 300 days, Corey, as the SmackDown.
Wait, when on earth did this title match come along? It was announced for today. Let me see what the backstory is for this matchup. The current champions will face the original champions as Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross square off with Bayley and Sasha Banks for the Women's Tag Team Championships on Friday night. Bliss and Cross have been flying high since reclaiming the titles at WrestleMania 36, which makes them a perfect target for WWE's role models. The SmackDown Women's Champion and the Boss crashed last week's Tag Team Championship Summit on a moment of bliss to call out the title holders. That did happen. I forgot about that. Bayley volunteered Banks for a match with Bliss, and then the Boss claimed victory to send a message that the first ever Women's Tag Team Champions had the titles back in their sights. So this all stems from last week. That makes sense. So yeah, I'm down for that one. But let's get this matchup on the screen here, ladies and gentlemen. It is our main event for the evening. And thank you everybody for tuning into the show here today. If you have not done so, make sure you smack a like on this video. Also making sure you guys are subscribed. Happy birthday there, Zahid. I hope you have a great day. You were born one day after me. Yesterday was my birthday. I turned 25 years old, so I'm now a quarter of a century. I feel old, man. I feel very old. But we're going to ask your guys' opinion over on twitter.com/Conman167. Who you guys think is going to win? Well, happy birthday, Ryan McCarty. Happy birthday, buddy.
I think Bliss and Nikki Cross are actually really close friends. I think Bayley and Banks' relationship has been severed over the past number of months. Oh, I am willing to put my head in the sand for you pretty frequently. That has never been more inaccurate. That might be your worst statement. Banks and Bayley, if nothing else.
Here we go. Here we go. Gary Cassidy on Twitter right here says, on SmackDown, Jeff Hardy said he was arrested because someone with red hair and a red beard framed him. Here are all of the current WWE superstars fitting that description. Sheamus, Jack Gallagher, Otis, Murphy, Aleister Black, Sami Zayn, Wesley Blake, Killian Dane. Out of the ones right there, I'm going to go ahead and say Sheamus, Otis, Sami Zayn, and Killian Dane are the four most likely. Those are the four most likely in my opinion. Like, it could very well be Sheamus, and if it is Sheamus, it's a bit of a letdown, but Killian Dane's an interesting one. Aleister Black has black hair? Okay, that's... I was just reading a tweet, but yeah, you're kind of right. Killian Dane makes a ton of sense, though. Let's take a look at Killian Dane. Let's see if that fits his description. Killian Dane. Oh, nice meteor right there as Sasha Banks takes her down. And the tag team titles are on the line. Murphy is on Raw, too. Yeah, he is. So, Yeah, Killian Dane could work. He's got more brown hair than anything. Like, he's got more brown hair than anything, but Killian Dane could work, right? So yeah, it could be Killian Dane, who was one of the attackers. It could very well be Sheamus. So yeah, it could be Sheamus here, folks. It could be... Who else could it be? It could be Sami Zayn.
We are working with women's shelters, donating phones and wireless services, ensuring the most important connections.
You know, this was the previous version of Sami Zayn with the Intercontinental Championship. It could be Sami Zayn attacking Jeff Hardy. Ilya Dragunov, people are saying. Let me take a look at Ilya Dragunov. Let's see here. Ilya Dragunov. People are saying, nah, the dude's clean shaven, man. Completely clean shaven. There's no way Ilya Dragunov is the guy. Unless he's grown a beard recently, which I don't think that's the case. But that's Ilya Dragunov right there, folks. And there's no way Dragunov is the mystery attacker. No. No way. No way. So we're not going to go with that one. Who else could it be?
Hey, my friends up in Canada, how's it going? It's me, your buddy, your pal Scott Stanford, back.
You could go Murphy.
WWE News Slam. Get ready, my friends. Backlash is 1 week from Sunday. You will not want to miss out on this WrestleMania encore when the rated R superstar Edge.
Murphy doesn't really have. Yeah, never mind. He does have a big old beard.
Greatest wrestling match ever. Plus, the irresistible force Nia Jax goes toe-to-toe with the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka, for the Raw.
Doesn't have too much of a beard, though.
You'll get to see all of that. Plus
it's there, but it's more of a weird chin strap goatee. Yeah, I don't know, guys. That's kind of the options there. I think the most likely scenario is it's going to be Sheamus, right? Even though it doesn't make it the most exciting. It's interesting. People saying he's Slater, maybe. Doubt it, though. Ryan McCardle says Alexander Wolf. I mean, Imperium could debut soon. Imperium does hold the NXT Tag Team Championships. That doesn't mean it's impossible for them to show up on SmackDown. The idea of it being Blake, Wesley Blake... The idea of it being Wesley Blake is interesting, and it being connected to the Forgotten Sons. Only problem is that Jackson Riker very much clearly showed that he was a piece of shit. And, you know, it's going to cost Wesley Blake and Steve Cutler and the Forgotten Sons the push. You know, the push of the Forgotten Sons is done. Let's just say this right now. Forgotten Sons are done. They're not going to be winning the tag team titles. And if they're on TV at all, I'm going to be incredibly shocked after his comments. So it could be someone like Wesley Blake. It could be. Conman back at it again, trying to blame other people. We know what you did. You guys are calling me out, man. Ghostface says they'll remove Riker, but not Blake and Cutler. I don't know. I don't know if that's going to be the case. I feel like they're going to be more likely to remove them completely off TV as a unit to distance themselves from the idea.
Tag mate, here's Bayley. Again, closing in on 300 days as the SmackDown Women's Champion.
Oh, if you guys have not seen the comments about Jackson Riker, yeah, I'm definitely not going to say them here on the stream. I don't even want to post them. Well, I mean, they're not. Here's the thing. It's an opinion, right? It's his opinion. At the end of the day, it's his opinion, and people are allowed to have their opinion. They're disgusting opinions, and honestly, this world does not have any room for his opinions there, but you are allowed an opinion. Free speech does allow you to say what it is he said. Free speech also allows me to say that his comments are disgusting and it has no room in this world. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's his opinion. It is what it is. I don't agree with his comments at all, and I don't think a lot of people agree with his comments. So there you go. Bayley, though, pulling Nikki Cross back, and then there's a double boot right to the chest there. Nikki Cross makes the tag, and in comes Bliss. Clothesline delivered right there to Bayley. Another clothesline delivered. Right hand, blocked. Another right hand, and Bliss knocks down Bayley. Sasha Banks now officially in there. Some more right hands, and man, Bliss is starting to get those right hands into her repertoire there. I did see Jinder Mahal's injured again. That sucks. I know people are not overall a giant fan of Jinder, but I thought he had a story being built towards Drew McIntyre. I thought it was going to be a nice little filler feud for Drew McIntyre. Sasha Banks, though, making the save. Banks gets shoved off the top rope there, and a right elbow from Bayley to the face of Bliss. And I think with this being the main event, folks, I'm going to go ahead and say Bayley and Sasha are going to win. I really hope, though. Oh my God, Super Bayley to belly! Tag has been made. Sasha's in the ring. Oh, running Shining Wizard to the cover. It's over. 2. Kick out by Bliss. No way. Here's the thing with Alexa Bliss. She gets wrestling. A lot of people say, oh, Alexa Bliss is so boring in the ring. But Alexa Bliss knows how to maximize her moves and make her moves count. Captain Obvious, my friend, you're absolutely right. He made his opinion, and you know what? You are absolutely allowed to your opinion. My opinion is that his opinion is garbage, and that's okay to say that, right? Bayley, hang on, being dragged back here. Bayley. Oh, tilt-a-whirl DDT to Bayley. Code Bliss into the cover. Cover 2. Kick out by Sasha. No, but she knows how to maximize her moves and knows when to break out the big moves for a big match. She's really good. She's completely underrated. I wish more people saw that with Alexa Bliss, how far she's come and how important she is to the women's division. Tag has been made. Always up to the top rope, and there goes with the crossbody from Nikki Cross. Count of 2, kick out by Sasha Banks, and she stays alive with this matchup. But in the final moments, 5 minutes remain in this show, folks. Are we going to get ourselves a new tag team champion, or is Cross going to find a way to pick up this win? Oh, Banks moves out of the way, though. Oh, my God. Hang on, tag has been made. Backstabber. Oh, my God. Into the bank statement. Bayley's the legal woman. One second. Oh my God, Bayley. What the hell just happened? Why did Bayley tag herself in? Cross with the neck breaker. Sasha's pissed. Sasha can't believe what just happened. And Sasha makes the save. This has been the most interesting segment of the night, folks. And Sasha dragging Bayley back to the corner. Steps over and tags herself in. Now Sasha loses here. Ducks underneath. Off the ropes. Oh, through the middle ropes. Shoulder tackle right to Nikki Cross. Knee to the face. Sasha. What? Oh my God. Into the bank statement. Oh no, it's over. No way. Nikki Cross is caught. We're going to have new tag team champions. New women's tag team champions right around the corner. Oh, Alexa Bliss, though, being pulled out by Bayley all the way to the ground. Nikki Cross turns it over to the cover. Count of 1. Count of 2. Banks turns it 1, 2. Yeah! New tag team champions. Banks, Bayley, Boss, and Hug are 2-time women's tag team champions. Woo-hoo-hoo! The story evolves, man. The story evolves. I love it. Yes, 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 yes. We finally have some top tier attention on the women's tag team championships, and it's going to be used in a very similar fashion to John Cena and Shawn Michaels, the tag team champions, and Bayley being the women's champion. What a moment here on SmackDown. What a moment in the main event. Boss and Hug are 2-time tag team champions. Yo, that's gross. Great. Just said gross. Yo, that's great, man. Awesome stuff, everybody. What the fuck? Alexa and Nikki are top tier. You're sexist, Conman. Yeah, because that's a sexist comment. What? I just said we finally have some top tier attention. Not top tier talent, top tier attention on the tag team titles, which is definitely good. Because Banks and Bayley are going to put a lot of eyes on those titles. Bayley 2 belts as we finish off SmackDown here tonight. Thank you, everybody, for watching the show here today. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Overall, the show was not great. Okay, let's just put that out here right now. Let's sit down and say that. The show wasn't great. The main event was the best part of the show. And Braun flipping the van with Miz and Morrison in it was lame. The whole stuff with Braun Strowman, Miz and Morrison was lame throughout the night. I did not enjoy that. I thought that was very childish and didn't really belong in the main event picture. But anyways, that's my opinion. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. I really hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure you leave a like on this video. Also, making sure you are subscribed to the channel. And if you guys did enjoy, again, leave a like right here to signal the fact that you enjoyed today's show. You can also let me know what you thought about the actual show right here in our community tab. The poll will be available in just a few minutes. You can let me know if you thought the show was great, good, just okay, bad, or if you didn't watch. Let's say you just watched this stream and you didn't actually watch the show. Well, then you can let me know that you didn't watch. That's it for me, though, everybody. Thank you so very much for watching. We are live once again this Sunday for NXT TakeOver in your house, so tune into that one. But until then, everybody, take care. Have yourself a wonderful evening. I've been Con, and that was Friday Night SmackDown.